Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Today is a new day. I woke up and I just felt different. I don't know if that has ever happened to any of you, but it did to me, and I don't feel the same person like I was yesterday. Yeah, sure, some people might say, oh, well, you're coming out of a depressive bipolar episode, so obviously you're gonna feel different, but that's not it. I feel like it's gonna sound weird, but if you are a fan of Star Wars or Star Trek or anything space related, you know that feeling when they're like going into hyperdrive and the stars start turning blue and turn into lines because they're going so fast, and then they just turn into like a small dot of light. I felt that way today. My dad still has a CD that I made him that is 15 years old, that at the time was of like popular sort of modern indie songs. It had like Black Keys and Great Lake Swimmers and Fleet Foxes and National, Badly Drawn Boy and stuff like that, Belle and Sebastian. And he has never taken it out. And there were some songs that just the nostalgia, I'm sure some of you can relate, it like warped me to like not the past, but the future. It was literally a back to the future moment. I can't explain it. And I felt like renewed. I felt like this surge of positive, swelling, optimistic energy that is just ready to be explored. And I've never felt this before. There's a lot of things in this particular year that I have not felt before. And granted, this year has been about healing and transformation, self-discovery, change, humility, recognizing that there's a lot of things that I have to work on personally, mentally and emotionally, in order to regulate myself, and I've been doing that, and it's felt amazing to feel more mentally stable and more aligned with the person that I know I should be, and the person that I know I'm going to become in the near future. And I guess that's just what I want for any of you who are really hoping for something better. Sorry, I thought somebody said my name. But I guess the reason is because like you're worthy of it and you deserve it. And despite your tendency to fall back on old narratives or things that people have maybe told you in the past, and you've just been rewinding and playing because you've been affirming that to yourself. Perhaps somebody said something to you once that just really got to your core and you just couldn't shake it. We've all had those moments where something somebody said left an imprint on us and it never really faded away. It sort of branded us. But if we really step back outside of ourselves, is what they said necessarily true? And let's be honest with ourselves. Maybe it was. Maybe this person back in the day said it with good intentions because they cared. Maybe somebody in the past didn't have such good intentions and they just wanted to tear us down. But regardless, we have the ability to decide whether or not we want to accept that narrative as truth or reject it as something false. We can choose to create a protective, healthy force field around us when it comes to how we perceive ourselves. There's already so much noise and chaos. And we're never going to be the best person in every single person's eyes, as much as that would be amazing. So we have to learn to let go. And maybe some of you just shuddered at letting go because you feel you just have to hold on. You have to hold on. You don't. You don't have to hold on. You're choosing to hold on for whatever reason. And it's your responsibility to get to the root of that reason. Once you do, you'll be able to let go and you'll feel so free. I finally decided to do that like 2 days ago, unconsciously, to be perfectly honest. And man, did it feel so good. It felt so good. I felt so proud of myself. And proud at the fact that, like, I no longer carry the fear that I once did. All fear does is set us back. And it makes us feel still. Now, there's nothing wrong with feeling still. Like, there are times where we do need it in order to recalibrate ourselves and figure out where we're going in life, because we can't have life be like go, go, go all the time. That's also another form of chaos that is just anxiety inducing. Stillness can be a reward, can be soothing, can be the comfort that we need. But when stillness is then controlling us and is being a source of anxiety because we feel our feet are in cement, even though our mind and our heart know where we need to go, but we feel we're at a crossroads and we know internally what's best for us. But in order to keep up some sort of status quo or something, we choose not to change. We choose not to go in the direction of momentum. Sorry, my arm is getting tired. Oops. That's where we're simply doing ourselves a disservice. So, if you're at that point in life, you're unhappy in a specific situation, and your intuition, it all goes back to intuition, I know. I should have called this channel, like, listen to your intuition or something. But, if you know instinctively, intuitively that something else is going to make you far happier, I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to do something overnight, but maybe take a step. I don't know. Reach out to somebody that you trust, that maybe you haven't talked to in a long time, or if you have a project that you want to start that you feel is more aligned with the person that you are inside, then just make a small plan. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Sometimes all you have to say is hi in order to get the ball rolling sometimes. If connection is what you seek, or if you want to see a shift in your life, sometimes we have to be the ones to get the ball rolling like a snowball. All it takes for us is just to make the snowball and just set it down at the top of the hill. If we believe, if we have faith, inertia will, do what it's supposed to do, because like we put in the effort to make the snowball and put it at a spot where we know that momentum is going to build up. But we have to put in that effort first. We have to work in harmony with what our goals and dreams are. Nobody's going to do that for us. Just at one of my favorite spots. I'll show you. I think I've shown you before. Just gives me peace and calm. And just grounds me. Reminds me of a nice time I shared with a friend. And I hope they're doing well. Some people need space. Even if you're experiencing a time where you haven't spoken to somebody in a long time, try not to read into it more than you need to. That's okay. Again, just keep moving forward in life and doing what it is that makes you happy and what makes you you, because you don't need permission to be yourself. You shouldn't feel that somebody is silencing you or is censoring you to do what you love the most. And see, nature is singing, creation is singing. I love it. So do what you can. Surround yourself with people that you know are going to be in your corner. But also take the initiative to be in other people's corner. Because sometimes other people may need you more than you may think. And life has a way of bringing it back around. All right. I don't know who needed to hear this, but I may do these little musings from time to time, just as they pop into my head. I'm not going to edit them. If you don't like my long pausing, I'm sorry, that's just how my brain is. I don't want these videos to be so edited. Just want them to be me speaking out into the ether. All right, take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.